One special feature of languages is that their words are unique. While words are unique, their functions vary based on the categories they belong to. This brings us to the study of lexical words and grammatical words in English. What are lexical words? Lexical words are words that express meaning in isolation. These words can express meaning without necessarily being part of a larger grammatical structure like a phrase, clause or sentence. Take for instance, boy. The example above is a word that specifies a young male human being. As you already know, the word boy is a noun because it names a young male human being, and it shows that nouns are lexical words because they express meaning in isolation, without being in co-occurrence with other words or being part of a larger structure. Other parts of speech or word classes that are known as lexical words are verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. Take for instance, go. Beautiful. Calmly. The first example above is a verb and it indicates the action of movement. The word, go, is meaningful on its own and so all verbs are lexical words. The second example is an adjective and it presents the quality of being attractive as well as appealing, which is a meaning it expresses in isolation as a lexical word. The third example is an adverb and it indicates a manner or way of doing things which is, in a calm state, and it expresses this meaning in isolation which makes it a lexical word. What are grammatical words? As the name implies, grammatical words are simply words that serve grammatical purposes in structures like phrases, clauses, or sentences. Unlike lexical words which are capable of expressing meaning independently, they depend on lexical words like nouns to express meaning. Take for instance, it. The example above does not tell us anything. The only way it can be meaningful is if there is a context behind it, or it is used in a larger structure. An example of a context is, John, Daisy my dog hates spicy food, Carl, I don't like it either. From the context above, we can now associate it with a meaning which is spicy food. This sort of meaning expression is known as reference, and the word it is a referent of spicy foods in the context. In the second statement, you can see that the third person singular pronoun it serves as a placeholder for spicy foods, and it is only meaningful because it is in a sentence where it performs the grammatical function of replacing a noun and acting as an object. It is a pronoun and as you may have guessed, pronouns are grammatical words. Other parts of speech that are also grammatical words include prepositions and conjunction. Take for instance, on, and. The first example is a preposition and clearly does not indicate any meaning independently unless it is placed in a larger structure. For instance, the book is on the table. Now the preposition performs the grammatical function of showing the relationship between the two nouns in the sentence which is, the noun, book, is on top of the noun, table. The second example, and, is a conjunction and visibly has no meaning on its own. But when we place it in a larger structure, it would read something like this, James and Jones are friends. In the new example above, the conjunction takes on the grammatical function of joining two nouns together. It is important to note that conjunctions are known for joining structures of equivalent status together. Some other categories of words that are also known as grammatical words are articles, auxiliary verbs, and determiners. Examples of articles include a, an, and there. For instance, an apple a day is the best. Since they lack meaning independently, they perform the grammatical function of specifying nouns. Auxiliary verbs include is, was, were, being, been, etc. They lack meaning independently so they perform grammatical functions of indicating state of being, she is sick. The auxiliary verb, is, performs the function of indicating the state of the subject which is, sick. Determiners include, my, your, this, that, some, few, etc. They are grammatical words because, Like articles, they perform the grammatical function of describing nouns since they lack meaning in isolation. Take for instance, "This place is beautiful." The determiner "this" performs the function of describing their noun, place. So lexical words and grammatical words are categories. Words are grouped into beyond the level of word classes. Lexical words are words that express meaning independently, while grammatical words are words that are meaningless in isolation, and perform grammatical functions when placed in larger structures. Some word classes that are lexical words include nouns, verbs, etc. Some word classes that are grammatical words include pronouns, prepositions, etc. Understanding the difference between lexical words and grammatical words will better inform you on how to use them in writing. See you soon.